this. Let's do a little close-up like that. Here we go. So let's do this little painting, okay? Hope everybody is doing amazing mundo. It's been a good day so far. As you can see, 4th of July spent in the studio still. At some point I'm gonna go home right now. But gotta take care of business. So some of the stuff that I'm going to be including in my monthly subscription for artists is going to be how to generate and create your own reference images so that you have unlimited amount of ideas, so that you don't run out of ideas when you need to paint. Which is one of the first things that artists tend to run out of: ideas, references. What do I paint? This. Super simple. So over the years, I have artists following me and then dropping me and then follow me again and then drop me again, and then on and off. They kind of follow me and then drop me, and then they come back to me again. And I used to scratch my head about it, right? I was like, man, why do I have some artists follow me and then they ghost me, right? I never see them again, or I see them a year later or 6 months later or whatever. And I was always kind of like, what's going on? Why do I see this happening? And until one day I realized what was happening. Of course, this is not for everybody, right? This doesn't apply to everybody, is what I'm trying to say. But I started realizing that I talk a lot about hard work, and some people don't want that. Some people want a different answer, you know. And I've gotten this from the artists themselves. After they hear me, you know what, I might not paint. Yeah, I'm gonna paint like that. Years later or months later, they tell me, at first your message was like, it sounded right, but it wasn't what I was looking for. I wanted an answer that was basically easy. And what you were offering was, okay, here's the answer. You're just gonna have to roll up your sleeves and work like hell. And it's interesting because I don't know why I didn't put my finger on it before, because that's the same thing that happened to me when I started learning about my art career and putting my work together. I got the same message from my mentors. They're like, okay, this is the way it is, but crap load of work, you know. And I was like, well, hold on, is there a different way of doing this? And so I would leave my mentors and then come back to them and then leave and come back. And I basically did the same thing, right? That I have many artists do with me. They get really excited for a couple of months. They start listening to my YouTube videos and then they ghost me. And then they come back when they realize that they have to, that I basically told them the truth. They have to roll up their sleeves. Rachel, no, Rachel, I swear I'm not talking about you. This is a very common thing, and like I said, that's funny. Like I said, this is something that I used to do with my mentors as well. I would show up and then be like, what do I have to do again? And then they would tell me, and I was like, oh man, no, forget about it. Okay. Or I would say yes, but never really do it, you know? Just kind of like, I'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds great. And the moment that I started actually doing it was when I realized that I couldn't give myself an escape. And I have to give myself an ultimatum. I'm either going to do it or I'm not going to do it. And that's the moment where I started. And it wasn't easy, you know. It was a breakthrough for me, but it was definitely not easy. Easy was not part of it, and it's still not part of it. It's very hard work, showing up every single day, or at least 4 or 5 times a day. I mean 4 or 5 times a day, a week, not a day. 4 or 5 times a week, doing something that you love doing only when you feel like it, right? That you're like, wait a minute, I love doing that, but can I do it when I feel like it only? Because that's how I'm used to doing artwork, when I feel like it. And that's not, I mean, if you're doing a career out of it, that's not how it works. Or if you want to get good at it, all right, whatever that is, that's not how it works either. The way this thing works is that you have to be consistent with it. Just like anything else, right? Consistency makes the whole thing work, the whole system work. So I was thinking about painting some flowers on this little bunny. What do you think? Should I keep going with it? I think so, huh? Let's make some flowers. I need some more toilet paper. Muchas gracias, Victoria. And so I realized that, you know, over time that or another thing that I used to do that I try to keep away from is jumping from guru to guru, you know, looking for ideas and I don't think there's anything wrong with learning from different people, but I think at some point we have to implement someone's ideas, right? Someone's plan, and until you start carving out your own plan out of it. Because otherwise, it's going to feel like there's no progress. You know, like, oh, I listened to Jose, but then I listened to this other artist, and then I listened to this other artist, and those are all very interesting takes. And they're both, or all of them are getting results, and they're all getting results, and I'm looking for something that resonates with me, and it's very difficult It's very difficult. I think it's a very fine line. Learning from someone and then not quite implementing what that someone maybe taught or you learn from that person, and then moving to another mentor or a guru or you know, and then not quite implementing, but it sounds good, it sounds about right. And so some of the stuff that I teach is anything, do anything, but stick with it. Anything. Stick with it until it doesn't work anymore. Because not everything works forever. Stick with it until it doesn't work anymore. Look at that. Look at that little crown. Summer, baby. Summer love. Some summer love. Summer loving. Look at that. That's called distraction, Henny. You can't read about push-ups. You got to do it. Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much, Victoria. Clearwater says, "Good genius." I come back at another amazing work. So thank you. So thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, there's a lot of distraction. There's a lot of distraction about learning from online gurus and reading books and this is part of the reason why I was so intrigued about creating a platform where I would put everything, because I thought to myself, if I make a platform of classes and I only put some of the stuff, they're gonna go get other stuff somewhere else, and it might conflict with what I'm teaching, and that's not really gonna help them. It's better for them to get. I mean, you're not gonna get everything that you like I don't know, like everything that's going to rub you the right way exactly, but if you could get the vast majority of things from a platform, you know, if you could get the vast majority of ideas, and yeah, sure, implement with some of the stuff you learn from someone else and whatnot, but what I didn't want to do was give you the chance to go and kind of dilettante around, you know, and kind of test here and test there, because I don't think that that's going to do you any good. I think the best programs are the ones that offer everything, you know. And so it took a while for me to convince myself to share everything for just $20 a month. It took a while. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I got it. No, it was like, oh my God, but I'm actually charging $50 per video. You know, and I sell them just fine. Why would I do that? You know, or the coaching, right? The coaching calls too. Why am I gonna do this coaching sessions there? And then I thought about it. I was like, no, it's the best thing I could do. Provide the most amount of service in a single platform. The most amount of service, everything that I know, so that when you have a question about something, you're not gonna be like, oh my God, here, let me see, what did Gary Vee said, or what did this other person said, or this other artist on Instagram said. No, you can find, okay, let me see how Jose did it, and then you can make your you can assess from there. You can make your own judgments and either apply them or not. But at least you have all the information available. Look at that. Look at that bunny, man. The bunny looks crazy. So there it is, my friends. That's the. I think I gotta go home. Totally, right? I think I gotta go home. I'm gonna go eat a Mexican hot dog. You guys ever heard of those Mexican hot dogs? Sonoran hot dogs? They sell them over here in Arizona. They're really good. Okay, my friends. Peace out. Take care. Stay well. And those of you who have asked me about the video, I made a note of you guys. Rachel, I made a note of people that have asked me about the video on how I got started with from scratch. Okay, I'm gonna be blasting that out. It's gonna be free. It's gonna be a free video workshop for everyone right now that wants some help. Getting something done. Okay. Thank you so much, Rachel. Peace out, guys. Adios.